Yo, welcome to my YouTube channel. See me in my 50s. This is gonna be a different video. I'm usually making just shorts, but it's about time for me to make a longer video. And I've been putting this off. But I have to talk about something that I'm really interested in. And it's the rise of the disgruntled, bitter ex-employee. Not the present employee, but the ex-employee. There's a lot of people out here that are mad. They don't even work at those companies no more. Some people retired. Some people got laid off. Some people quit. You heard the quiet quitting. And I'm going to talk about my story and why I've never been a disgruntled employee after working for pretty much two different companies for 30 years. I'm a CDL driver, 52 years old. Let me get into that real quick. I worked for one company in California for 20 years, hauling freight. It's the food industry, refrigeration. And before that, I worked for a company for 10 years as a government contractor, hauling, mail. So 10, 20, 30 years. I think I started that other job. I think I was probably 19 years old or something, and managed to stay there. So I got good work ethic. And that's why I honestly believe now that I invested enough time working full-time jobs. And I decided to go in business for myself. Now, I've worked other jobs here and there, but they've been part-time, 2 days a week. And they were jobs that were easy, laid back, something kind of like fun to do. Now I totally work for myself. I haven't worked a full-time job since 2021. I did refrigeration, like I said, in California for the same company. I started there in May of 2000 and worked there all the way up to April of 2020. In December of 2019, the company, it was a union-based Teamsters company. It announced to the employees that they went bankrupt and they were shutting down. So they didn't have to tell us. I understand these companies don't have to tell you nothing. This company, you go in there one day, they put chains on the door. They told us 6 months in advance to kind of like prepare us. Now, what other employees did, a lot of them didn't prepare. I prepared. I prepared before then. Matter of fact, the whole 20 years, I treated it like it was my last day. Because I know one thing about companies, and I was raised and programmed to think this way. They're going to do what they want to you. So don't ever get too comfortable. I never put myself in a position to get that comfortable with nobody else's company. Understand what I'm saying? I never wanted to accumulate a lot of things, a lot of material things that I needed one job to pay for that stuff. Never. So I never put myself in a position to be a disgruntled employee. What I do find is a lot of disgruntled, ex-bitter employees, laid off employees. The reason why they bitter and disgruntled, because they were a company man, a company women. Everything was about the company, everything. Some of them they were rats, they snitched. Even if you hung out with them, even if I hung out with them, they talk about the company, they complain about the company. But when they get to work, they work every hour they can get. They were always in the supervisor's face, always in the manager's face. Yeah, they were being company man. And when they got their walking papers, or they decided to quiet quit because they wasn't getting what they wanted, they still mad. That's never been me. The company I worked for that laid me off after 20 years, laid the whole company off, actually shut down after 20 years. They did everything that they said they were going to do. They were going to pay me on time. Every 2 weeks, that check was faithfully there, although they went bankrupt. That check came on time for 20 years straight. And then they gave me 6 months to prepare, to set myself up to do something else. Now, when the company shut down, since it was union based, they got jobs for certain, and pretty much anybody that wanted to go to certain other companies. So it's not like these employees were actually just, in between a rock and a hard place when that company shut down. Some of them got jobs other places. The union found them jobs. Me, I said, no, I'll find my own job, because I didn't want to be in no union no more. Matter of fact, I didn't want to work no full-time job no more. Like I said, that was enough years. I said, I'll figure it out. That was enough years working no full-time job. And I haven't worked no full-time job since 2021. Like I said, I've been working for myself. Will I ever be a disgruntled employee? Nah, because I'll never be no company man. And this is where the disgruntled, bitter employees stem from, being a company man. Putting all their energy, all their time, all their effort on the job and off the job into that company. Talking to the boss when they off. So that's why a lot of people out here bitter. And what add to that is that the economy is jacked up now. Inflation is sky high. So now you have somebody that's bitter. You have somebody that's overwhelmed with overhead. You have somebody that got too much debt. They've accumulated too many things in a bad economy with high inflation. That's a ticking time bomb right there. Of course they gonna be mad. With all that work ethic, working all the time. See, I knew I had good work ethic. Being able to hold 2 jobs in 30 years. Like I said, 20 years with one company, 10 years with another company. That's good work ethic. I said, it's about time. And I started late. I had to look back. And I said at a young age, hey, you know what? I want to get into trucking. I stuck with trucking. I've been in trucking. I don't want to haul freight no more. I'm in a different sector of trucking called drive away, where I set up my own little business to kind of like get paid to travel. All I do is haul power only equipment, just the tractor, maybe buses, no freight. So that worked out well for me. And I do other things too online. So I'm gonna have to sit up and talk to y'all about trucking, why I don't want to haul freight no more. But that'll be another video. I'm not gonna talk about that now. But I wanted to bring you all this information, why there's so many people out here that's disgruntled. They're disgruntled ex-employees because they were company man to begin with. So until next time, y'all, thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for future videos, and I'll talk to y'all soon. This is See Me in My 50s.